You know how like when you're a mom and you pick up the phone to make a call or you go in and try to go to the bathroom, your kids lose their minds? I am not at school because it's spring break. Hello, it is Saturday today, and I just wanted to come on really quickly and say that I'm sad. I was just at Barnes & Noble for the last time, not Barnes & Noble in general, but my Barnes & Noble. I've always called it mine because it's where we always went. Anyway, today is their last day. I wore my It's Not Hoarding If It's Books t-shirt just for them. And it was sad. My favorite coffee girl wasn't there, which was tragic, but that's okay. The last time I was there, she was there and she made me my coffee. Anyway, it was really sad. I took pictures of the place where my kids always used to play, the little train area, which sounds so weird today because, you know, kids can't touch the same things that other kids touch because they might get sick. Anyway, I got a couple new books. Everything there was 40 or 50 or 75% off, I think. 40 or 75. Anyway, I don't know. But it was a good deal. I would have bought them anyway, but just wanted to help them out one last time. So, got a couple books I'll show you in a later vlog. I'm going to Hobby Lobby so I can get some new iron-on vinyl because I got some shirts that I ordered. They came in the mail a couple days ago, and I am going to make some shirts over the spring break. Can't wait. So I'll show you what I got later on. Hello, still Saturday, and welcome to the I Didn't Know It Club. You're welcome to join me. So I just went into the Hobby Lobby, and they have discontinued their coupons. I did not know this. Not sure how I feel about that. Kind of sad. Glad I didn't have like one big thing I was planning to purchase. I usually like plan ahead if I'm going to use a coupon for a big thing. But today I got some vinyl. Did I already say this to you? I don't think I did. I got some iron-on vinyl because yes, I have vinyl, but no, it's not iron-on because I've never done any of that. Well, I have, but just with a friend. And she had the heat press and all that stuff. So I don't have that yet, but I'm just going to use the iron. And I know it's not as good, but I'm not doing it like for a business or anything. I'm just doing a couple t-shirts. So I can't really justify the $199 thingy. I'm sure she would let me use hers too, borrow hers. But I don't need to do that just yet. I'm just going to use my iron. And also the shirts that I have in my head that I'm making are like just little things up on the shirt. I don't know. What side do you put it on? Left? This is left, right? I don't know. So I'm gonna do a test one. I ordered some Bella canvas t-shirts, which are my favorite because they're so comfy and soft. So I'm gonna do a couple practices over the spring break. And by practice, I mean I'm wearing them, whether they turn out or not. But I have a couple ideas of little doodads I've made on the Cricut design space. I've like layered some things. I'm super excited. A couple of them are more than one color. Oh, well, one of them for sure. Two are more than one color. So who knows how that's going to go. Paper Studio products are 50% off right now at Hobby Lobby. They're not open on Sundays, so if you need any, go now. The Cricut vinyl is not on sale. I've used the Paper Studio brand and it's been fine for whatever I've needed it for. So got a couple colors, got a couple rolls of that. So I'm going to go home and think about playing. Oh, funny story. It's not really funny. We knew it would happen. Yesterday, my plan was to go home and grade papers. Didn't happen. Did not happen. I was in bed by like 7. I don't even know. Basically, we ate dinner, talked to my husband for a little while, and then went to bed. So I might grade papers today, and I might start playing with my Cricut. I'll let you know. Good morning. Good Monday morning. I am not at school because it's spring break. I'm so excited. I'm on my way to have coffee with a friend. Yay! Super excited. I only had a tiny bit of coffee this morning. I will show you. Oh, guy in the middle of the road. Well, we had that much so far. So I'm ready for a nice big old Starbucks. Anyway, we are meeting there. And then I don't know what I'm going to do after that. I might run a couple of errands, or I might go home and do some work there. But the point is, I can do whatever I want. That's such a good feeling. I don't know if you've ever had that feeling of being able to do whatever you want, but I kind of dig it. Anyway, going to meet for coffee. The rest of my day, oh, you know what? Let me tell you what I did Saturday. Okay, so Saturday, remember Friday, which comes before Saturday. Friday, I was going to go home and grade papers, and we all know that did not happen. Well, some of us know. I know. So Saturday, my husband wanted to watch some shows on TV, so we did, and I got all my grading done. Sat there for over 5 hours, which was a whole lot of TV, but I got my grading done, and was super excited about that. So that's one less thing now that I have to worry about going back to school next Monday. In 1 whole week. I'm so excited. Anyway, so my camera's a little wonky. I tried to move the suction cup thing, and it didn't really work out. So I'll try to figure that out later, but I think it's okay for now. I can see you. That was weird. Anyway, so Saturday, got all my grading done. Haven't done lesson planning. Haven't done, like printing anything out. I'm super stuffy today. Don't know why, but guess what? No headache. I'm so excited. No headache. And then yesterday, Sunday, I did some cleaning. I put up a YouTube video, the one where I made the sign for my classroom, which was really cute. That was the last video I posted. And then that took a long time because there was a lot of editing, like in my kind of editing. I'm not a great editor, but I had to speed up the footage and all that stuff over and over again, and so that took a lot of time. But what else did I get done? Some cleaning. Oh, I cleaned up the backyard a little bit. Not great, but good enough so that I'd feel, happy going out and sitting there. It's just been a mess for a really long time because we just haven't felt like doing much. We ripped out all the old flowers that were up against in our pony wall because they were kind of a hot mess. They were like overgrowth was getting silly, and our neighbor, I don't know if you remember from several videos ago, I told you about our neighbor and his back fence issues and the tree growing over, blah blah blah. So once all that was done, we kind of just went and took a break. So backyard's been a mess, no flowers, nothing pretty back there. So we need to plant some. My husband just decided to take it all out, start over. So that's what we're doing. So we need to plant. Okay, that guy's turning. I'm good to go. We need to plant, and then it'll look nicer back there. So I am coming up at coffee. I will talk to you soon. Hello, I am back from coffee. And Monroe is on the go. I have been home for a few minutes and she is on fire. I let her out of her cage and she was running all around the place. Then she kind of settled down, so I picked her back up and we'll see what happens now. Anyway, coffee date started at 10:30. It's now 4 o'clock, so I love days off. They're the best. Anyway, we did do some shopping afterwards. We went to TJ Maxx because my friend wanted some Ray Dunn mugs for her mom, who's my best friend. And she found one there, but not anymore, which was weird because they always have Ray Dunn at TJ Maxx, except for today when we were looking for it. So they did have Archer. They did have a couple others, but not the style that she was looking for. So anyway, I was gonna show you what I got maybe at Hobby Lobby if I get a second here. And I also will show you what I got at Barnes & Noble. On Saturday, I think I told you in this vlog that it was their last day. Archer, why are you crying? You can't sit up here too, that would be weird. It'd be like Animal Farm. Anyway, I got some books, and so I thought I would share with you what I got. Could you just decide if you're gonna be up or down? Okay, if you could just be one or the other, that'd be fantastic. Okay, she's not. This first one I got is not a new series. It's called Erie Elementary. It's that same Branches imprint that I really like, that is the Owl Diaries, the Pug series, I think the Notebooks of Doom and the Binder of Doom might be that imprint. Anyway, this one is called The School is Alive. It's the first one in the series. This is not new though, like I said. This was, but what is our neighbor doing? Oh my Lord. Our neighbor is doing something that sounds like shooting, and please let it not be shooting. And now the lizard is disappearing. Oh, just kidding, she's back. So my dogs do not really appreciate the gun sound that is happening in my very suburban neighborhood home. I don't know what's happening, but they're shooting at something. It's gonna be fine, it's fine. Okay, so Monroe, you know how like when you're a mom and you pick up the phone to make a call, or you go in and try to go to the bathroom, your kids lose their minds? That's what she does. Like, she was fine. I was walking around the house, totally fine, until I wanted to talk, and now she's nuts. Erie Elementary. This one was written copyright 2014, I'm pretty sure. And yep, and the author is Jack Chabert or Chabert. I'm not sure how you say that. Anyway, again with the gunfire, I don't know what they're shooting at. Please let it not be me. I don't know, dogs. I can't help here because I don't know what's happening. Oh my God. Okay, if you could relax, that would be superb. Yes, I know you want up on my lap too. You know, my kids are older now, so I have turned to animals to pester me. Anyway, this looked really cute. It doesn't have color pictures like some of the rest. You're fine, everything's fine. But it does have cool pictures, which makes it easier for new readers of chapter books. So love this, gonna give it a read, see if I wanna make it a book study or not. The next one I got is called Wishes and Wellingtons. And this one is by Julie Berry, and it's relatively new, 2018 and then 2020 for the new cover design. And so is the word D-J-I-N-N-I genie? I think it's supposed to be, oh my gosh, hold on. Okay, no, you're not gonna skedoodle across the counter. I'm just gonna put you down. You're gonna be nice. You're gonna be a good girl. She's gonna be a good girl. I think it's Genie. Genie. Anyway, it seems like it's a British, because it takes place in London. It looks really cute. And when I went to my Barnes & Noble, which was closing down, they had, everything was 40% off or better. So 40% off of 17 bucks, pretty good deal. So here's what it says on the inside. Be careful what you wish for. Maeve Merritt chafes at the rigid rules at her London boarding school for upright young ladies. When yet another punishment forces her to sort through the trash, she finds a sardine tin that houses a foul-tempered genie who reluctantly grants her 3 wishes. But Maeve isn't the only one who knows about the genie. A mysterious tall man, a disgruntled school worker, and a take-no-prisoners business tycoon. Hold, please. Hello, I'm back in the middle of my video on a different day because I realized when I was watching back my videos about my books that I deleted 1 or 2. I don't even know. So I'm gonna start where I think I was. I watched it back and I think I know. I was in the middle of telling you about Wishes and Wellingtons, and I was at the part where she had found the genie. I'm gonna start a little ways back, but Maeve isn't the only one who knows about the genie. A mysterious tall man, a disgruntled school worker, and a take-no-prisoners business tycoon will stop at nothing, even threatening Maeve's family to steal the genie for their own nefarious purposes. It'll take all Maeve's quick thinking and sass, along with the help of her roommate Alice and an orphan boy named Tom, to set matters right. From soaring through London's starry skies to battling ancient spirits in a far-off desert and confronting what is meant to be a true friend, the adventures of feisty Maeve Merritt are ones you won't soon forget. Sorry, the writing was hard to read. So that one sounded super, and so I bought it. Then this is where I got cut off. The beginning part of, I was telling you about Delivery to the Lost City. This is the third book in this series. I'm reading this one currently, and I think this is what I cut off. I just wanted to give you a understanding of what the book series is. So, The Train to Impossible Places, I'm about a fifth of the way through. My bookmark's right there. So not even, well, yeah, about a fifth of the way through, and it's really good. I just get sidetracked by life, and then I have to stop and do other things. So I'm reading this one. I purchased a few weeks ago, I purchased this one, The Great Brain Robbery, and that's the second one in the series. And now this one is the third in the series. Okay, Lizard is back in her tank, and here we go. I'm gonna read to you the inside of Delivery to the Lost City. Oh, it's that white print that gets me every time. Okay, Susie is back for another adventure, but will it be her last? That's a question I was just wondering. Is this the last book in the series? I don't know. Apparently the author doesn't either. And speaking of the author, P.G. Bell. Okay. All Susie Smith wants is to return to the impossible places. Having her parents tag along for the ride wasn't exactly what she had in mind, but if it's the only way she can convince them her double life is completely, well, maybe sort of, safe, she'll do it. Then Captain Neoma, N-E-O-M-A, requests an urgent delivery, and Wilmot guarantees the delivery with a once-in-a-lifetime official postal service promise. The gold stamp special. The train and its crew will dedicate themselves solely to this delivery until it is complete. The only problem? The package is a powerful ancient book on loan from a mythical city that has been lost for centuries. No one knows how to find this lost city, and it started to erase all the books in the ivory tower. In this final adventure, there we go, there's our answer, of the Train to Impossible Places series, Susie and Wilmot will travel farther from home than they ever have before, exploring the darkest boundaries of the impossible places to find a city that doesn't seem to exist or spend forever trying. So I just thought the series was really cool. So now I have 1, 2, and 4/5 of a book to read. And then this one I wasn't gonna get, and then I was gonna get, and then I wasn't gonna get, and then I was gonna get, so I just got it. It's called The World Between Blinks, and all these books are very fantasy, and just, that's what I love reading. Oh no! My book has crazy pages. Oh, I'm so disappointed. That's okay, I can trim them, right? Look at that. How did I miss that? Like, how did I miss that? Anyway, it's gonna be fine. This one is book 1, The World Between Blinks by Amy Kaufman and Ryan Grodin. That's what it looks like on the cover. See if I can get it without a glare. Pretty good. Okay, this one says, oh, and this one was written, I don't remember. I was gonna try to remember them all, but I didn't. Oh, 2021 also, so it's very new. Okay, discover a magical world where lost things are found. Whenever cousins Jake and Marisol get together, adventure follows. They have their late Nana to thank for that. Her epic trips and treasure hunts were the stuff of family legend. This summer, with the whole family reuniting for one last vacation at Nana's house, the cousins are in for a legendary trip of their own. Following a map Nana left behind, Jake and Marisol sneak out to a nearby lighthouse, then accidentally slip into another world. You know, that always happens, right? The World Between Blinks is a magical place where all kinds of lost things and people end up. Everywhere they turn, the cousins find real mysteries from history, plus a few they thought were only myths. Okay, cool. But the man who holds the key to Jake and Marisol's return journey doesn't want to be found. Ooh, and if the cousins don't catch him first, they could end up lost in this world for good. Love it. Oh, it looks like they're both women. Ryan is a woman too. There are the two authors. So very, very cool. It looked really cute. And then this last book is pretty neat because I was talking to my sister while we were texting, and my mom, and we were talking about how, you know, things were in the world. And I said, something had happened, and I said, yeah, it could always be worse though. And then I said, that reminds me of a book I used to always read to my kids when I taught second grade. And the book is actually called It Could Always Be Worse. And I told my sister about it, and a couple days later, showed up in my mailbox. So thank you, sister, if you're watching. It Could Always Be Worse by Margaret Zemock. And it's just awesome. When I taught second grade, we were still in a school in Arizona that did not have air conditioning. We had swamp cooling, which was horrendous. It was really terrible. Kids would cry and get sick, like throw up sick, when it was 115, 117 and we were in school. So we would try to make the best of it. I had fans going all over the place, and sometimes when we lost electricity, which happened because the building was really old, they built us a new school my third year working there, but it was like a very old school. And before we had the new air-conditioned school, we would lose power a lot, and we would always say, oh, it could always be worse. Just think, what if the ceiling fell down? We would just make stuff up. But anyway, I'm super excited to take this to school. I haven't yet because we just had so much going on this last week, but we'll go back, and maybe this will be our mantra for testing. It could always be worse. I don't know how, but it could. Testing this year is ridiculous. We all, as teachers, know that, but whatever. We'll do what they tell us to do because that's what we have to do. Anyway, I just thought I would share that with you too. If you have not read this book, it's really cute. It's about this family, and as you can guess, things happen, and then their attitude is always, you know, well, it could always be worse. So it's a little village. And the pictures remind me a lot of Tommy De Paola's art, and they're just, I love this book so much. So I'm super, super, super thankful. See, doesn't this guy look like a Tommy De Paola character? I think he does. Anyway, that is my book haul that I didn't even mean to have. And then, really quick, I'll show you what I got at Hobby Lobby for some shirts I'm gonna make. Okay, so I have vinyl for sure. I have vinyl for days, but only the kind that goes on, not iron-on, that goes on like walls is really what I've done with it for school and like containers and things like that. So I bought a few vinyl rolls. I'm not sure what a roll is, but here is the rose gold. I got white. I got the ones that I thought I would, use kind of a lot. This one, I really loved it. It's a glitter color. It's, I kind of feel like it's a rose gold glitter, but it's a little more of a gold. I don't know. So I like that one. Then I got black. Oh no, I did not. This is the multicolored. There's, I think 2 sheets of black, 1 sheet of white, 1 sheet of red. I wear mostly black, so the white will be the one I'll probably use the most. But the idea that I'm gonna make first is a shirt that I'm gonna use layers on. So it has something in it that's brown. So I got a brown roll. And then I couldn't decide. It has 2 different color greens. So I got a darker green, a lighter green, and foil green. Isn't that fun? Love it. So who knows, maybe it'll be these 2, maybe it'll be these 2. Probably won't be those 2, but it could, I don't know, maybe, it could be. Maybe it'll be all 3, I don't really know. So I'm gonna layer and do that. Then today, when my friend and I were at Hobby Lobby, I found these, and I've seen them there before, but I didn't really need them for anything. Well, I don't need them now, but, I should have checked the zipper, but that seems to work fine. They're $1. Like, how do you not, right? And they're super heavy duty canvas. and $1.29. I mean, come on. So I am going to iron on some little doodads on here. And I got 2 of the small ones, and I'm going to give them as gifts to somebody. I don't know. I'm sure I'll make one for myself because, you know, everybody loves a gift, right? So I got 2 of the small ones, and then they have 2 that are big. So there's the size difference there if you wanted to see. And the bigger ones are $1.69. So this one I thought might be nice for pens because they wouldn't, you know how sometimes they get wedged crossways, and I don't like that. So the smaller ones maybe for something different, and then these maybe for pens and markers and such. So I'm really excited about that. And then the last thing I got, no it isn't, I got a whole nother thing to make a whole nother project, but I'm gonna show you that in another video. The last thing I got that I'm gonna show you today are little pirate eye patches. They were $1.99 for 6. I got 1 pack for me, 1 for my teacher partner. And we're starting our math tutoring when we come back from spring break. And so I thought this would be really cute. The project we're doing is pirate based. It's like a project based learning activity. So, I mean, you need an eye patch, right, when you do that. So we're gonna give the kids an eye patch. Sorry, seeing shiny things. Just kidding, I'm shedding. So that was it. That is all I had to show you this go around. And if I decide to actually do a project that I'm planning on, then I'll show you that too later.